Hello YouTube, it's your boy Nathan coming to you to do another recap video. Today we are talking 90 Day Fiancé Season 11, Episode 7, The Price of Love. So we're just going to get onto it. This is going to be a really quick video because they only showed 4 or 5 couples in this episode out of the 7. So yeah, but we do got some things to talk about. So the first couple I want to talk is Jessica and Juan. Now, a couple weeks ago, we found out that Jessica, now we knew Juan cheated, but he didn't know that Jessica had an emotional attachment to one of her ex-boyfriends. And the last time we saw them, they Juan was upset to hear that. And remember, I said a couple weeks ago that, Juan has no room to talk because he physically cheated. Jessica didn't cheat. She just seeked out emotional support. So he's trying to turn it around on her, and I didn't like that. So in this episode, they're getting ready for Christmas. Like, Jessica shows him how to take family pictures with the matching pajamas, how families do on Christmas and everything, basically, and everything. Then, like the next day, she sends the 2 boys off to their dad, and they go for a walk with the baby and talk about what happened, basically. And they talked about it and everything, and it's really whatever. That's basically all we saw of them, But next week they're gonna show Jessica's friend Megan again. Remember, a couple weeks ago she was crying after she found out, which was ridiculous in my opinion. But but Jessica said that she chose to forgive him and forget about it and everything. So like, it really, if you're gonna forgive and forget, then let it be and let's just move on. There's no sense to keep digging about it. I know the producers are probably egging some conversations on and stuff, but it is what it is. So yeah, that was Jessica and Juan. Get them out. Next couple I want to talk is Sean and Aaliyah. Now, remember what I said last week? I was like really questionable about this couple because one, I don't want to be offensive. And two, I don't really call couples boring. I couldn't stand when people would call their couples boring, but this couple is boring. This is the first time I could say this is a boring couple because, one, they get, and it's all, these type of couples are the ones that always get the most airtime. They get the most scenes in every episode, and I just don't get it. So, but in this episode, they go out to, I guess it looked like a gay club to play bingo and everything. And they met up with one of Sean's friend, Angela. And where Aaliyah got to meet Angela. And basically, Sean is still telling them about, quote unquote, Douglas and everything. And I guess this Angela person said that yeah, he talks a lot about Douglas a lot and everything. Douglas and then not much about Aaliyah, but he talks more about Douglas and everything. Now at this point, Aaliyah is getting really frustrated, and she told Sean after they played bingo that that's my dead name. That's my main name. That is a dead name now. I'm not longer Douglas. I'm Aaliyah, and you need to start calling me that. And Sean was just like, so how do you want me to say it? Nothing arrived to America, nothing was happy, and nothing or something, whatever. And I'm just like, dude, it's not a joke. And he tried to turn it around on a joke, turning around on her like it was a joke. She really does not want to be called Douglas. She said that is her dead name, and he needs to respect that. He just laughed it off like it was nothing and everything. So later he said that he thought about it, and he got her this book. Now Aaliyah had gotten Sean a book when she was Douglas about their story. So Sean returned the favor saying, okay, this is Sean and Aaliyah's journey, basically. And they, shared a book of memories and pictures and stuff. And it was sweet. So I'm glad that Sean respected that, but it's still not over. He's still not accepting the fact that Aaliyah is Douglas. He claims that there wouldn't be no Sean and Aaliyah if there wasn't Sean and Douglas. That may be true, but she said that is her dead name. she's getting really offensive when it's brought up. So if that's offending her, stop it. It's that simple. So yeah, that was Sean and Aaliyah. Next couple I want to talk is freaking Sarper and Shekinah. Now, Shekinah is on some BS now. Now, when Sarper arrived in America, she said she told him that he can't like cook in the kitchen because that area is when she holds her clients and whatever and everything. And he can't be in the house when she has a client because she mostly has women and the women don't want to feel uncomfortable if there's a man in the house. So in this episode, Shekinah has a client coming over, so she kicks Sarper out. Client happened to be a woman. Now, here's the thing. She kicked Sarper out for those reasons, to protect the women that come here, whatever. But they filmed her and her client. I guess the client was a cousin or was a relative or something. And they filmed her and everything. And I'm just like, unless the cameraman was a woman, you just kicked Sarper out, but you didn't kick the cameraman out? What in the world? Like, come on now. And and then the cousin or whatever she was, just started talking about inappropriate things and everything about a trip to Hawaii she just had and stuff or whatever. And okay, fine. But again, why was that filmed? Why was that filmed? Why did you kick Sarper out? And then this girl comes in and yeah, she's like half undressed and everything, and has to like have a towel over herself and everything. I get her theory, but get her theory behind it. But if that's the case, she should have kicked out the cameraman. She should have said like 1 hour later after the session was over, and then had a conversation with the cousin about everything, and then Sarper come back. But that just did not make no sense to me at all. And Shekinah is just on some baloney. So later, Sarper and Shekinah go out and meet with Shekinah's friends. Now, their friends have a lot to say about Sarper, including this one guy named Dan. Now, we met Dan, I think, on the first season that Sarper and Shekinah were on. The first time we met Shekinah on season 5 of The Other Way. That Dan, her and Dan, he's a French dude, and they dated for a little bit and everything. So they go out to this restaurant and meet with the friends and everything. And Dan is just like, oh, well, me and Shekinah used to date. Oh, me and Shekinah kissed and hooked up, and there was more to it and everything. And he was just coming in hot on Sarper. He's like, I don't think you're telling Sarper, I don't think your relationship is real and everything. And you better not have no problems with me. And I was kind of surprised. Sarper really held his composure doing that, because he was just like, I don't need to prove anything to you, basically. I love Shekinah. I'm here for Shekinah and everything. I would do anything for Shekinah and everything. And the Dan dude was just not having it, and threatening him, you don't want to have no problems with me and everything. And Sarper's just I'm trying to hold my composure deep down, because I just want to take his head and do an alley-oop on it and stuff. That was funny when he said that and everything. But yeah, I'm who is this Dan dude? And why is and and we know Shekinah, and Shekinah's pretty bougie and stuff. Why didn't Shekinah put him in his place? Be yes, I know that's an ex, but she got herself a bad boy now, and he seems like a good dude. Maybe he is, but usually girls like that will put a good guy who does that in their place and make him feel bad about himself. So I was surprised. I was happy, but I was also, but this guy, he just came in too hot, and he really need to be put in his place. So I expected, I'm just saying, I expected Shekinah to basically just really put him in his place, be like, look, dude, we're done. Whatever we had, that was in the past and everything. I'm with Sarper now. You're going to have to get over it. You're jealous. He's like, I'm not jealous. I'm just looking out for you. Sarper says, it's good that you're a good friend, but chill, basically, and everything. So I expected more from Shekinah in that moment, but I was proud of Sarper for holding his composure in that moment. So, but speaking of holding their composure in the moment, let's talk freaking Mark and Mina and Jordan, shall we? Yes. we should. So the last couple of weeks, it's just been back and forth between Mina and Jordan. How Jordan don't want Mark to marry Mina and everything, and Mina calling Jordan a snake, saying that she's not invited to the wedding and stuff and all that stuff and whatever. So in this episode, they're still on vacation. They get down to North Carolina to meet with other family members and everything. Prior to them, they go on this boat ride. They meet up with Jordan and her boyfriend. And there was some awkward tension. And then they're like, Mina still has the attitude and crying. And Jordan is just like, this is awkward. So they had a conversation on the boat. Mina, like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't want things to be this awkward and everything. Mina said that like it was nice of her to do that, but like still don't really trust her and everything because she's nice in my face, but then she talks crap behind me to Mark's family behind my back and stuff and everything. So then Mark takes Mina and Maria on a little ride around town and everything. And Mark had to tell Mina quit calling Jordan a snake because in America that's not a good term to call somebody. I know what it may mean in French and your culture, but here it don't fly like that. And I like that. I liked how he told her that and everything. So then they go to like it looked like Mark's dad's house and everything to meet some more family members, and they talked about how like in the first meeting they were meeting, everything seemed pretty good and everything, but now it just feels all weird and everything. Then freaking Jordan brings up the fact that asked Mark that like, are you going to like talk to her about? Did you guys talk about the prenup thing? And when Mina heard that, she lost it again. She was like, what? You just think I'd come for your money, Mark? And he was like, no, I just had some stuff before you. Like, like I trust that you love me and everything, are not using me and stuff. But like, I just got some stuff, from the past that just needs to be protected. That's all. And everything. And Mina's just like, I'm done with this conversation. Now, freaking Jordan, she's just a, like, I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, but she's just like stirring the pot and just being messy now. Like, I think she's really trying, it's almost like she's really trying to sabotage the relationship, in my opinion. So, like, I don't know what her deal is. And, like, and I think her boyfriend needs to say something, I don't know. But we'll see how that plays out to see if she's going to be re-invited to the wedding and stuff and everything. But as of right now, it's not looking good for Mark and Mina, and I feel bad for Mina. I really do. At this point, I do. So, because she does not deserve this. She really don't. And speaking of not deserving something, the last couple we got to talk is freaking Greg and Joan. So this episode, Greg and Joan, Greg's mom left for the day, left for the weekend or whatever. So that gives Greg and Joan finally some private time to go get the groove on. So they go get the groove on, and then an hour later, like they come out, they start talking and everything. Like prior to that, Joan talks to her family members, and like she told them, she told them what's going on here. She told her family she expected to live at the mom's house for like a couple months and stuff, but now it has to be a couple years. And the family was like, well, did you talk to him about the dowry? And she's like, no, because he's jobless and we have other issues that we're talking about and everything. And they said, well, he needs to get a job. He needs to start working and stuff and everything, which is true. He needs to get a job and start working. So basically, after that and after their little rendezvous, Joan tells Greg, like, if you, like, listen, I talked to my family, like, you get a job, and you, by the way, you got a dowry that you got to pay, or I'm going back to Uganda. When she said that she was going back to Uganda if you don't get a job, he was just like, what? I wasn't expecting that. Like, you got to understand, like, if I didn't, like, if I was working a regular 9 to 5, I wouldn't have been able to come and see you as much as I did. So I need a little grace from that. And when he said that, I'm like, that's all well and good, but now she's here. Like, dude, you gotta pay. You gotta work now. Like, you're living with your mama. Like you got to work now. And then when the mom left, the mom had a conversation with the producer saying, "Oh, I think things are going great. Greg is happy and everything." So he just loves like his life and everything. And Joan is saying that he's not taking life really seriously. And he said that, well, that's why you fell in love with me, because I was a jokester and everything. And she's like, yeah, but now it's time to be serious. And she's right, it's time to be serious. So Joan brings up the dowry, and it's like 15 cows, basically. And he asked how much is a one cow, and it was like 15 million Selena, whatever it is, basically $200 our money. And so 15 cows, that he said that's almost about like 3 grand, $3,000. And he was like, nobody can afford 15 cows. And Jones said, yes they can. Only you can't, because everybody else will be working. And I'm just like, $3,000 is a lot for a dowry. Like, that is a lot, even as someone who does have a job and everything. So like, I don't, and like I said last week, that is tradition in the African culture and everything, because like I said, Benjamin and Keeney had to go through it. Emily and Kobe had like a bride price thing, and now Matilda had a bride price. And like that's really is really common in the African culture, basically. So I do think Joan needs to also realize, it's the only thing that I'm not liking about Joan, is that she thinks that America is really the land of milk and honey, and it's not, and everything. So like, that's the only thing I side with Greg on, is that is a little too expensive. They need to come up with some kind of plan. But other than that, I've been Team Joan this whole way. so yeah. But yeah, that was it, guys. We did not see Stevie and Maddie or the Thruple in this episode. I think we'll see everybody back next week and everything. Like I said, I'm still on the fence with Sean and Aaliyah. Like, I don't know. But Sarper and Shekinah's just on some BS. I don't really get it right now. But yeah. Anyway, guys, that's the end of my review. I'll be back on tomorrow to recap tonight's episode of The Last Resort Tell-All, and we're going to have a lot to discuss with that. I can't wait to do that. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see y'all again tomorrow. Love you guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye for now.